Yeah,
I
man.
was fellas, what's going on, guys? This is Fighting Words with Kevin Shells. I'm Shells.
Kev, you already know.
Yes, sir.
UFC 263 post fight. Post fight.
Yo,
I think I got everything right, man. Trying to think.
yo,
I think I got all up. I got Edwards right, got Moreno right, and new.
yo.
and
We'll talk about
new.
that. We gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that. I just wanna
but yeah, go ahead.
also I just wanna bring up a couple notables.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was actually thinking the same thing.
Text me his name. Okay.
The my man with the flag. That was when he got his arm broke. You talking about the dude that got his arm broke?
Yo, Dana White said he didn't get his arm broke. It just got dislocated. So they popped it back in.
And they popped it
He's
back in. Huh?
He is so lucky.
Yeah. I'm
Dude,
trying
that
to
was the
remember
first fight.
Jamal Hill.
But Jamal, that's the fight you wanted to see.
That was because they was on each other's faces, grilling each other, X, Y, and Z. Black dude, my man was like he was doing the most and got stopped. It's always the dude that's doing the most, man. I love trash talk, but when you don't back it up, it had you looking crazy.
Son.
Had you looking crazy.
Terrence McKinney.
Oh, Terrence McKinney. Okay, got you.
McKinney. That's the guy who he said they had
got the knockout
division, and that's a lightweight division. The quickest knockout in the lightweight division. That's insane. And the quickest blowout after a celebration. I mean, damn, son, like that shit. That's
so that passes. That beats McGregor. McGregor was what 13 seconds against Aldo. No. Or was it Masvidal? Who was faster, McGregor or Masvidal? It might have been Masvidal that had the new record on that.
But was Masvidal it's not in the division though.
Nah, in that division. That was the fastest in division, you mean? Oh, okay, got you. I thought you were talking about UFC, period.
Nah, I said in the light division. That's crazy, son.
What about one fight I was interested in? The ladies' fight. It was Calderwood against Murphy. That was a goodie. I stuck around to watch that one. That was a goodie. Calderwood took the loss. Murphy won. So she'll probably be next up to fight Valentina Shevchenko, though. I don't know. That's not exactly a reward, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. They just feeding Valentina to them, son.
I think she's the most dangerous female known on the planet that we know of. Huh?
More dangerous than Amanda Nunes?
Yeah, she damn near beat Nunes twice. And now she's fighting 2 divisions lighter than Nunes. Imagine that. She was actually fighting in a bigger weight class when she fought Nunes. It has two debatables. Debatables. Like people don't know, can't tell you who won.
What weight class would they what weight class would they be fighting in if they were to have that rematch? People talking about the rematch for them.
If they fought again, it would be at 135 again.
135?
It'll be at 135.
Nunes is 145?
145 and 135. She got both. Remember, she got both belts.
True. And Valentina is 125.
Yeah.
So Valentina try to move up and try to okay.
Champ. He's like fight at 145 too.
Be crazy. So when they had
some fights been, bro.
So all their fights was at 135.
Yeah. At 135. Cause they both took place before Nunes went up. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Copy.
Yeah.
So man, let's get into it. Let's get into the group. I mean,
so up first is Edwards and Diaz.
And what we said came true. Unanimous decision. Especially what I said. I said it was gonna be a war, and that fucking was a war.
You got that right. I didn't see. It was a war. I didn't see Nate Diaz hurting him. I didn't see that coming.
Who's more durable? Yo, who's more durable, Nate Diaz or Tony Ferguson, bro? Cause those two is like freaking. Those are the real.
I gotta give it to Ferguson, bro. He almost got his leg broke and I think they probably were broken. He just ain't saying it.
Yo, watching.
That dude don't take no for an answer. He got beat down in the Justin fight for 5 rounds. Then the arm almost breaking the leg. I mean, maybe it's Diaz, but
Bro,
it could be
honestly,
Diaz.
watching the punishment that Diaz took, it made me say, yo, I want to see a fight between Tony Ferguson and Nate Diaz.
Yeah, I
I
think
want to see
Diaz
that.
will take that. I think Diaz will take that.
Yeah,
You
I
want to see
want to
it?
see it,
Well,
bro.
maybe that could be the fight you was talking about. You trying to send Ferguson off on a high note.
but would Ferguson put on the weight to fight Diaz, or would Diaz have to go down to fight Ferguson?
It would be likely that Ferguson would have to move up because or they could meet at a catch weight. I mean,
yeah, but is Dana really doing that?
no, not for Ferguson losing 3 fights straight. I don't think he's probably not gonna be doing that.
No, but those are two. But that'd be a big fight. Yo, that fight would sell. Those are two fan favorites.
It would sell. It would
Both
sell,
of them
but
are
the
two,
UFC
like,
got options. They don't gotta put fights together that sell anymore. Apparently,
that is
got
true.
a whole bunch of. If you got a bunch of guys that's jumping in, I'll take that fight. I'll take that fight. So when you have that, everybody else is disposable, which is what I tried to tell you before. But go ahead, your man Dana got everything on lock right now. Got dudes just jumping in. I take that fight.
Chandler's a perfect example. Where was Chandler did when
Yeah.
I believe Dustin and Gaethje was negotiating. No,
Yeah.
Dustin and it was Dustin and Gaethje.
Dustin and it was Gaethje. It was Gaethje and Khabib, and he was the replacement just in case somebody got hurt.
But wasn't Dustin? He was negotiating and trying to say if things don't fall through, I'll replace
He was
him.
trying to get everybody. He was trying to fight Ferguson. He was trying to fight everybody, bro. That's why Dana White love him.
Yo,
Dana.
Dana, son, he loves you when you put in that work.
Yep.
But
for reasons.
Hey, what you
I'm
gonna do?
trying to tell you that's what's messing it up for the fighters. When you get guys that's just jumping in and taking fight, everybody's expendable.
You need a union, bro. That's for another conversation.
It's expendable. That's why John Jones ain't fighting right now. But go ahead. I digress.
Now, but
UFC got options.
we know.
UFC got so much options that they don't need the pound for pound best fighter in the world to fight. That's crazy.
They got to deal with ESPN. They put in a certain amount of fights. They got a guaranteed $750 million. Like, come on.
There you go.
They straight,
go, man. There you go.
But no, that was a good fight.
But that was a good fight. Edwards took it, but man.
But that last few seconds of the fifth round, though, yo,
man, just a lot of question marks now.
What such as
I think
what?
For me, Edwards is a lot of question marks, man. But before I get into the question marks, the back end of the fight was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Because for me, I don't think Nate Diaz is a big hitter for that weight class.
He really caught him off guard.
I don't think he's a big hitter for. I mean, if Nate is not the biggest hitter in that weight class, we talking about Kamaru. Even think about Colby Covington. He's a volume dude. He's not a big, but he'll be there in the fifth round too. So if he's going to be, and that's a welterweight. I mean, that's your top of the line guys. How Edwards going to stand to that?
So you say you're not convinced, 100%.
I give him credit for winning. But shout out to him for winning. I give him all the credit. I just think moving forward, I don't think he's going to be able to deal with Covington or Usman. I think Usman. First of Usman, as you established, you already beat him already, and Usman got better. And then when you talk about Covington, he's not Nate Diaz. I'm talking about as far as his cardio, he is up there with Nate Diaz, so he's going to be there late. And he's going to be more competitive early. so for Edwards, it's a good win. I'm glad it went good for him. He's able to establish himself, and he should be in line for the following title shot after Colby and Usman. I just don't see him beating any of the two of them, but he in line.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I was just impressed with that one-sided beating for the most part of the fight, bro.
Yeah. He got skills, bro.
Yo, up
He got
until
skills.
last few seconds, the last couple minutes of the fifth round, which was crazy,
Mhm.
my man was doing his thing.
Yeah, he got busy.
Like, you
He got
all right?
skills to pay the bills. He got skills. But he gave us question marks at the end. You got to finish.
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Gotta
that is true.
finish.
He
He
didn't
almost
finish.
got finished. That's
That's a good
hanging
point.
on for dear life. But he got the W though. That's the most important part. You know, you can't knock that.
That's a
Can't
good
knock
point.
that, man.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens between now and, like you said, Kobe Covington. It looks like he's definitely getting the next shot.
Yeah. Who's up
And
next?
so my man Ed was just gonna have to wait it out, and when the time comes, we will see.
Yeah.
Now let's go to our second to the co-main event, man.
I was 3-0 on the predictions. This is the
Almost feel bad. Like remember I told
wow
you last.
though. I didn't have a stoppage though, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I didn't
His
think that.
dominance was yo. Okay, you see right there.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I got my mistake. What Moreno did to Figueiredo
Mm-hmm.
is what I thought Figueiredo was gonna do to Moreno.
Make the adjustments, yeah.
Not even I'm talking about in the sense of that dominance.
Mm.
I thought Figueiredo was gonna be that dominant against Moreno. I was completely wrong, bro. I completely bet on the wrong horse.
Well, you got to remember, I don't blame you for being wrong because Figueiredo, the way he won the belt in the first place, I mean, it was dominant, and everybody expected a long reign. And this dude could fight. This dude could scratch.
Yeah,
When I looked at the fight, the first fight,
and he got better. He looked like he improved from the last one.
and I didn't expect. I mean, I didn't know what to expect from him, from Moreno.
But
But what
not that.
I didn't expect him to get better. I thought if I agreed with you, I thought if anybody would have made the adjustments, it'd have been Figueroa. That's what, just like you. he stopped him. Got
Yo,
his back. Ground
choked him
game looked
out,
good. Choked him out, bro. I didn't even see that happening. I figured he would have been able to Figueroa would have been able to get out of that.
bro.
But I was thinking, I mean, he beat him in every aspect of the fight.
Bro, it's like
they can't fight again. I mean, they can fight again, but
yeah, it's not gonna be as it's not the rematch has already been he already buried the issue on who got the better two. There's no if there's a rematch, then Fergus have to work his way back up. He's back in the
contenders, bro. Like, I guess.
now what's what
Wow.
he's back in the pile, man. He's back in the
Back in the pile.
he's back in the pile, bro. You know?
Yeah, they rematched.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, get that but it's like I said.
So maybe he need to be 30% again. He might.
Word, if he's at 30% that night, like
he
what
was
was he
at
at
30%. They got a draw.
point zero zero three
And they got a
percent?
draw.
Yo.
Damn, bro. Maybe he underestimated him too. Maybe he went in there thinking, nah, I don't think so.
I
Nah,
believe
in
this
fact,
was
I don't
the
even
weight
think so.
cuts. A lot of people say it was the weight cuts. Remember, he had a hard time cutting weight for this one. Like, he was the last dude to get on the scale.
I didn't know that.
On embedded, he cried after getting off the scale.
Wow.
Maybe
I
it's the
didn't know
weight
that.
classes. He may have to change weight classes. Man.
Yeah. That could be it. I didn't know that. That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
He might have to change weight classes, man.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah, that is big. And then with this dude, he has high punch volume. He keeps the pressure on you. And now he got a ground game too.
I'm about to say everything. The only person I'm excited to hear from him now is if Triple C come back.
They're not in the same weight class though, right?
Isn't Triple C is 135, right?
No, but he did win that belt at 135. He beat Dillashaw. Not Dillashaw. Dillashaw. One with the steroids.
No. But isn't the weight class that Amarillo is champion of was 125?
Yeah, that's 125.
So what were the two? So did I'm
trying to figure out. So Cejudo is
It was Cejudo double champ in 135 and 145 or 125
No,
and
no, 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 no.
130.
Lower. He moved up to get the
He was
135.
in, so he was in 125 too.
It might have been one. Was that 120? Yeah.
That's That's what I'm saying. So that's the only person that I see being excited if he comes back to go for that belt. He did it before,
That'd be an interesting fight.
bro. I love to see that fight.
That'd be an interesting fight. Because
But
dude is a high volume. Dude know them punches. But
yo,
Cejudo, I think, is too. It'll be a great fight though.
no, I think that'd be a great fight.
It'll be a great fight, but I think Cejudo gonna
Dominate
put
him
it
with the
on him.
ground.
He that dude is all that. He has his pedigree. He's the best. He beat Mighty Mouse when Mighty Mouse was still. And matter of fact, they fought to like the first time they fought, it was nip and tuck. So I mean, he still, unless he fell off, unless you come back, you've been off for a while. But yeah, because Marino, he's dope, but he still can. I think he's still getting better.
Yeah, but
which is scary.
We can never second guess him anymore. But
oh no. Well, I didn't second guess him. You can never.
No. I take full accountability. I definitely second guess the dude. But
yeah, that was a good scrap.
That was a good
scrap. And congratulations to him, first Mexican, right? Mexican born fighter.
Mexican born UFC champion.
That's nice.
He's gonna be a big deal.
Everything, his fighting style, the way his demeanor, the way he talk, he just.
And he's a commentator. He's a commentator on the Spanish side. Bro, he's a big deal. He could be to Latin America what Khabib to the Muslim world in terms of the fighting game.
He could be. He has that crossover, that appeal. He has the appeal. Yeah. He definitely has the appeal.
And Uncle Dana knows that too, son.
Well, he about to lock him into a 10-fight deal.
Crazy, said some crazy shit.
10-fight deal.
$3 million. The whole time we're doing $3 million. Mind you, UFC probably making billions of her home, but hey,
what you gonna do? Facts.
Now for the final, the main event. The main event.
Wow.
And I told you it was gonna happen. I said it was gonna be a very surgical breakdown of this dude that we're gonna see done by Izzy.
But as surgical as it was, all I said, I never said that. You was right about that. It was surgical, and you were right on a lot of levels with this fight. You said it was surgical, and you said that the question was, did Izzy get better? He got better. Not only did he get better eventually, he got better from his last fight. Did you see how he avoided? He was able to push his body out of the takedowns. Like when he was down, he was able to get out.
With Jan.
He was able to get out of the takedowns. He almost got choked out. This was a competitive fight.
Yo, no, it was.
And that's all I was saying. I was like, it's something about this guy. like walking through, it's something about him. He almost had a choke out. I'm sitting there watching.
Yeah. Definitely.
Something about this dude. Izzy clearly won. It was competitive though.
It was definitely
competitive. That was a goodie. So I mean, I think. Wait, before I say what I'm about to say, do you have anything else to say about this fight?
Well, here's the question regards to Vigatoria. What's next for him?
For him?
Yeah.
That, like you just said about what you just said about Figueroa, back to the pack.
Oh, you think
he wasn't the number one contender to begin with.
Here's the thing though. True.
You know how much people you got? Paul Costa, you got, and I'm even gonna go with Whitaker. You got Jared Cannonier. You got that division. That division is loaded.
Yeah, true.
You got Till. You got some people that Till is trying to get back in it. You got so much.
But the reason why I bought it, the reason why I said you're right, but the reason why I said that because you can't compare him to David Ferguson because their fight wasn't as dominant.
Figueroa.
Yeah, because you said Figueroa back into the pile. You make a good point. But you're right. You make a good point. But what I was saying was that you can't really compare him because at least that fight wasn't as dominant. Because you said it was more competitive
Yeah,
than.
but wait a second. All right, I think Figueroa would have a better opportunity. They could fight a third time. I mean, I understand what's put it to you like this. I would understand the logic of Moreno and Figueroa fighting a third time as opposed to Venatori and
Izzy.
Izzy. First of all, he was the number one. He was not the number one ranked middleweight. He wasn't the number. He wasn't ranked number one. For second of all, he wasn't the champ either. Third of all, he lost. This is the second time he's clearly losing. Clearly,
Yeah,
like both fights were competitive, but clearly. So why would you even?
definitely.
Yeah,
Why
that's
even
definitely
entertain
back.
it?
That's back in the pack. I will say I'm impressed with the 5-fight win streak, and it'll be interesting to see where he goes from here. Like, but and there's some good matchups. That division is so loaded. There's some really good matchups in that division. And you never know with Izzy, he might go up to 205.
Yeah, but I don't think
He
they.
might
I
try to
don't
go
think
back
they.
there.
I don't think they're doing that anytime soon. And if he does, I don't see him getting he has to, like, there's people he can't skip over some people right now. There's people in that division who got to get
gotta get their
they got to get their chance first. Yeah,
right,
so
right, right,
it's
right.
gonna be a while with him. I think he
All
should
right.
just. I think just what they're just gonna do, just remind everybody who he really is, because they kind of probably forgot when he lost to Jan. So he's
Yeah.
here to remind niggas like, yo, I'm still that dude, and he might even lap the division. He said that what inspired him. At first, he wasn't inspired by this fight, but what inspired him was the fact that Usman called out
Uzman.
Masvidal for the rematch to clear all doubt on who's the better fighter. So I
But
think he's.
but the thing is, where's the doubt? I mean, once he beats, and that's
No,
what
no,
I was about to go to.
that wasn't the point I was gonna
He's
make.
beating everybody clearly. The only
Mm-hmm.
the only tight fight was the Gaslam fight, and Gaslam lost a few fights since then. So I
Yeah.
mean, he would have to string
No.
some wins together.
Why I bring it up is because I think, like Usman, he might want to lap the division.
You mean Izzy? You might
Yeah.
wanna.
He's
The
already
reason
doing that. He's about to fight Whittaker again. He already fought Vigatory. If he beats Whittaker, who else? Who else he gonna fight? He's gonna fight people he already
that's why I'm
fought
looking
before.
at 205.
Mm.
I'm already
Now I
looking at
think
205. I mean,
this team,
he can fight Cannonier. I mean, it depends how the division shapes
he can
up
fight Kevin
because
Holland. When Kevin
the
Holland's done with
he done lost his last 2 fights. I
I
look
mean, in the
the
future,
reason
I mean,
why.
there's people who for him to fight, he could still fight. That's why.
Nah, but they're not gonna put him in there with a guy they're gonna put him in there with guys that's winning. They're likely to follow the ranking. I mean, the reason why I mentioned 205 for Izzy is because the division is kind of it's loaded, but it's kind of dry in the sense that Whittaker is clearly beating all the guys. Like it's like Whittaker wasn't exactly jumping in the fire to fight Izzy again, but in the meantime, he beat everybody else that matters. And Acosta didn't want to fight. So it's like between the two of them, they cleared out the division by itself. So if they fight again and let's say Izzy beats Whittaker, who's after that? Because all of these guys, it's like the
They still.
losing sweepstakes. That's why I'm like 205 is the more intriguing thing. Will he maybe put the belt down and go up to 205 instead of doing the champ thing?
Yeah, but I think I don't know. Son told me he's not gonna do that for a little bit.
I don't know how much time he got left. He ready, what, 32, 33?
Yeah, I mean, how old is John Jones?
You think is he as good as John Jones?
Um,
Because let me let you answer
I was
that
gonna say I don't believe that. Well, Izzy, who you think took more punishment over in their careers overall?
I think John Jones. I would say John Jones,
So okay,
but
so
I mean that's not a. I mean,
to
John
me it's a
Jones beat
fact. It
everybody.
doesn't mean it gives you it. Like for example, Mayweather has taken little to no damage at all throughout his whole career, which is why he's able to. Which is one of the reasons why he's able to still fight to this
Right.
day at top performance. You get what I'm saying? Like the less damage you take
Yeah,
overall.
but I'm about to tell you something else. Why I think
Mm-hmm.
John Jones is the superior fighter between the two of them, and why John Jones is able to last, and I think will be able to last longer than Izzy. Izzy, as good as he is, he's a specialist at what he does, but his specialty is one thing. It's striking, his reflexes is that. When guys get older, that goes away. Them reflexes go away. Punches that wasn't hitting you starting to hit you. Like John Jones is more versatile. He's more in his last fights. You've seen his reflexes slow down. Like Thiago Santos and these dudes, they're keeping him at bay with feinting. So what does John Jones? He's so big he can impose himself. He does other things. He can take people down. Like he can do things like that. Like he can do things to do. He was doing things basically to make those fights debatable when it looked like, damn, like what's going on? But he was good enough to do that at an older age. I think when Izzy, I don't see Izzy.
I mean, we don't know yet. Izzy, he may adapt.
What if he? But let me ask you something. What if he gets caught up fighting a dude that's ground game is actually really good? Who fits that bill that he's fought already? The guys that's been able to take him down successfully aren't even noted. Bukovic is not noted for that. He's been knocking dudes out before he fought Izzy. That's all that was happening. Like Vettori can take people down, but he's even in the Holland fight, he wasn't really. He kept him down, but he wasn't really getting busy. Like, what if he gets in there with somebody that's nice on the ground? He almost got choked out, bro. He almost got choked out.
Yeah, he did.
So you got to ask yourself that. And Whitaker is not really a ground guy either. You know, UFC. I'm surprised that division doesn't really display that yet, because UFC is usually the ground guys are like the best.
Yeah.
Guys that can take you down, wrestle you, and get you. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Good question. That's a good question. Well, you know what? You know what's so funny? It may be based on what you just said right there. He may reign for a good long while, just off of his strike game, bro. With the reflexes getting better, getting slower.
And you know why else he might reign for a long time too? Because the other guy, the guy that's in and around that weight class that could give him problems, said he wouldn't fight him. Said he would never fight Izzy.
Usman.
He's only one weight class lower. Welterweight.
So you think Usman could cut weight and give him problems in that weight?
Usman would go up. Remember, Izzy is a middleweight.
So you think
he said he'd never fight him. So I don't think
he'll give him issues if he bulks up?
Huh?
You think he'll give him issues?
Hell yeah.
Even a bulked up slower Usman?
Who said he'd be slower?
Maybe he
carries the weight. But he said he wouldn't fight him.
Well,
which is interesting. So I mean, he's just gonna I guess he could be the longest reigning.
He'd rather there be 2 Nigerian champions than one. He said that.
Right. So, yeah. I hear that.
Well, then what's next for Izzy is definitely Whitaker versus, the champ.
I like Whitaker, man. I want him to do well, but the way he got dominated that first fight was just.
But that was off of ring rust. This is a new Whitaker off of a win, more healthy,
refreshed.
It's a little more active now. He's been dominating.
Maybe.
It's a good fight.
Maybe he's well rounded. He dominated that division before Izzy got there. He was having problems.
Who ground game you think is better, Whitaker or Vettori?
It's hard to say because Whitaker doesn't particularly take people down on a regular basis. When he does it, it's cool. Like he I saw him do it with Jared Chandelier. The fight was like a 50-50 fight, and then he was able to get him down. I believe, if I'm remembering it correctly, he can. I think Vettori looks for it more. So I mean, I can't tell you if a guy doesn't do it a lot. It's hard for me to say. Whitaker's a dude that's striking and throwing punches, exchanges, and after seeing that, I mean, Izzy made such an impression. It's hard to
I really think
it's hard to even think. As good as Whitaker is, like Whitaker is better than Gaslam, all of them. He done smoked all of them, bro. He done firefights with Romero.
Nah, but Izzy's striking is too lethal, bro. I think he's levels above all of them.
That's crazy.
think he loves above all of them.
That's crazy. You never know. Maybe because I was watching Izzy was it was a video on YouTube and Izzy was breaking down the Whitaker fight. And it was interesting because before the fight, even he was breaking everything out from the ring walk to everything. He kept pausing everything and like, okay, and this is when I did that. It was dope. So he paused the fight right before they started fighting, and he was like, "That's nervous energy. Like he hasn't fought in a while. X, Y, and Z." And he was talking about Whitaker. He was like, "That's nervous energy. He hasn't fought in a while. It's pinned up. He's like he's stressed. He's under pressure. He's in front of his hometown. Like he was breaking everything down. Then he pressed play.
Peeped it already.
I'm like, wow, like wow, bro. Like, so maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I think
now is
what we said about Figueiredo and Moreno. Look what happened. So
yeah,
let's see, man. Let's see what happens.
We'll see, bro.
But yeah, yo, once again, this is Fighting Verse with Kevin Shells. I'm Shells.
Kev, you already know. Look out for us. Next big main event. We'll be on it. Likely
and please, once again, please. He right there, it might be. But please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our content. Show some support.
No doubt. We're gonna keep it going.